Hello, dude. Today's the 8th of June 2010, and this is episode 2 of Hello, Dude Bites. This week I'm gonna review a TV drama series that is aired earlier last year called Q.E.D. Quote Erat Demonstrandum. This starred the Morning Musume member Takahashi as the leading female character, and I'm just gonna review about it. This this certain TV series genre that I gotta admit I like is the Japanese detective drama genre. I love it. It's same along lines of Kindaichi and Tate Gakuen Q, and I like it because it's because the case because they all share the same format. They have the the homicide, and then you have your main characters look for clues, and then the main character, who's most probably a genius, solves the clues, and then he finds the culprit. So so QED is part of that, and there's something special about this QED, like with the other detective dramas that I like, is it actually came from the original manga called QED. So here, like after I watched the first episode, I looked up in Wikipedia that I found out that it was a manga, and I was thinking to read the source material first of the manga. So I read like the first 12 or 13 cases from the manga, and then I went back to and continued from episode 2 to 10 and see what the TV show is like compared to the manga. So I gotta have to make a couple of comments about that. But first off, I'll tell you what the story is. The story is about this genius high school kid named Sawatoma. Apparently at 15, he graduated from MIT in America, but some odd reason he came back to Japan and started his life as a high schooler. So it's kind of mysterious about that. And this girl named Kana Mizuhara, played by Ai Takahashi, befriended him, and then suddenly she's involved with murder cases and strange mysteries that they both have to solve. And it's a really fun thing to watch. I really like this genre, so it's kind of okay. About the cast, Sotoma, the main leading male character, is played by Aoi Nakamura, and with his looks, the actor is actually 19 years old, and Ai Takahashi, I think at the time she's like 22, so she's playing a 17-year-old teenager, and she kind of pulled it off. Actually, I thought when I first watched the series, I thought this was recorded like 2005, so it's like 5 years ago. But no, it's actually recorded like quite recently, actually. So it was kind of, because it was kind of a new thing for me. So I really want to see how Ai Takahashi actually take on this role. So, and she did it perfect. She did it wonderfully. She actually stick close to how the actual character from the manga, and it was pretty much it. It was nothing. The character itself, Kana, wasn't too much layers. Really simplistic. She's like bashful. She practices kendo, and you can see Ai Takahashi like throw a couple of kendo moves, and the main character, Sotoma, Aoi Nakamura, he's actually pretty good in this, but there's a big difference between Sotoma's character and the Sotoma from the manga. But I'll talk about that later. The Kana's father, named Kotaro Mizuhara, played by Ken Ishiguro, and I like that character actually. He's actually fun to watch. At first you think Kana's father is a detective, so he like basically all the murder cases that they run into, he's in charge of it. So he asked the genius boy Sotoma to help with the investigation and stuff. So and and then he solves it. So anyway, at first you think the character is actually a like a bumbling fool, like a comic relief. But there's this one episode he actually shines as a detective. So I give him mad respect for that. So it's pretty good. What else? In a couple, there was actually a couple of side characters that I actually like. There was one episode where they were like having the night before the school festival. There was actually a three-membered detective club. I don't know who their names, but actually really fun to watch. I think one of them was named Queen, Mulder, and somebody, I don't know, but they're the part of the detective club, and they're like, and their club is all about being a detective and stuff. So it's kind of fun to watch them. And there's this other character, I don't know his name either, but you can tell that he's like really flamboyant and kind of a rock star. He's got this like full on makeup. He's going rock and stuff. So I like him too. You should see him without the makeup. You should really watch the show. And the other character that I have to mention is Oga Makoto, is it? Mako-chan, she's in it. You know, the former Morning Musume member. She only appeared two times in 2 episodes. And she played a role as their school's art teacher, and it's kind of hard to pass her as an art teacher because she even though she's like kind of like the same age as Ai-chan, she kind of looks still like a teenager. So she kind of like blends in with with the students, but she tried her best as an art teacher, so it's kind of good. All right, the cases and the story itself comparing to the manga is kind of different, and I've noticed a couple of things. First of all, the cases in the TV series are actually more lighter than the manga, because the manga, each case covered like a really intricate murder and death and how the criminal does it and stuff, and they kind of downplayed it with the TV drama. So with the TV drama, the cases were varied. Some were murder cases, some were like missing kind of like missing property cases, and there wasn't much blood or gruesome murders at all. And some of them were not murders. Some were like really bizarre, and you can tell that one episode's kind of bizarre, but it actually happened. So I guess so. What else? And I felt that the entire series was this TV drama was actually kind of too short, but they actually kind of make it centered for the audience of like kind of like 13 and up, compared to the other TV drama series that came from the manga, like Kindaichi and Tantei Gakuen Q. It's kind of more lighter than the rest. So I gotta say it's good, but it's not as great as the manga or the other detective shows. But you still gotta watch it cause it's Ai-chan and she's acting, and it's actually really fun to watch. And you can see the growth of the character Sootoma, because at the start of the show he was just he was kind of like at first you see him as dull, and you didn't think you might not like the character. He's kind of mysterious and kind of close, but he warms up in each episode to Ai-chan. So it's actually fun to watch him. Now I actually want to see Aoi Nakamura, the guy who plays Toma, to actually, I want to see more of his work. I looked up in the internet that he also been in part in other TV dramas as well. So I might gonna follow his work and see if he actually got better. And I Takahashi is still great. And I think she's still great. She can act. She can act through this thing. She can play like happy girl, and at sad times she can like pull a few tears. So she can do pretty good. Good job, Ai-chan. So anyway, to close this review, I'll get a thumbs up if you like detective drama series and Ai-chan acting, and thumbs down if you have a black heart, because it is actually a pretty good warm film. And how they ended is kind of lacking, but it's all right. So I guess thumbs up for Q.E.D. So See you, dude.